And yes, we're burning trash. Don't ask me about recycling and whew, all that other mumbo jumbo. We just don't do it. I'm not gonna argue about it. You guys seem to like my last burn barrel so much. There's follow-up questions about how the last one worked out, any changes. How long did it last? Well, it lasted about 2 years, if give or take a couple months.
I'm kind of retarded.
And the only problem I ran into was the bottom. She wound up getting a hole in it. Well, we got a week's worth of trash here, and well, we'll show you how the new one works. So on this one, we did directional louvers on the bottom. The last one didn't have that. My concern was overheating and rusting that out. I don't really think it helped not having airflow because everything stacked down there and just sat. Now, if you don't overload this barrel, she'll burn everything down to ash. But here's another thing we did different. You see all the louvers go one way? Well, we kicked a couple in the opposite direction, just a few. What we're trying to achieve with that is we do indeed get a vortex flame inside this barrel. It does do a good job on burning everything down, but it would get going so well, I'd get a thin fire here, and I kind of wanted something just kind of disrupt it a little bit, push that flame back in the barrel. I'm not sure if it's gonna work, but hey, if you ain't experimenting, you ain't having fun, you ain't ever gonna improve something. So let's load this thing up. So we always keep a barrel in the garage just with some things that will get this thing started. I never start out with just a bag of trash and lighten it up from there. Oh. Some things get away from you. So start with the easy burn stuff first, establish a base. Now I just use a butane torch and it gets it fired up just fine. Bye, little guy. It'll teach my kids to leave their shoes out. Ooh, now this bag, it has a failed tallow experiment. My wife was trying to do some rendering and she didn't render it down long enough, and well, needless to say, it's not good. So that thing's gonna burn nice and hot. Ooh. Oh yeah. Hear that sizzle. Woo! Someone snuck something in there. No matter how many times I tell my family not to, someone will sneak something in there. That was probably just a tightly capped water bottle. Now, that's a good enough base. Let's load this up and see how she burns. People tend to overload their burn barrels and snuff out a fire. I don't have that issue here. As long as I feed it slowly, I can get all these bags in here and just be fine. Some people load that thing up and they gotta sit there and wait and wait and wait, and then their fire goes out or gets snuffed out. That's the good thing about those louvers down there. It keeps the fresh air, keeps that bottom burning. Everything just falls down. Yeah, baby, look at that. If you guys want to see the old barrel, I'll show you the old barrel. This is my organic compost area. You can see the barrel down there. And if you look close enough, you can see how that bottom, well, she just kind of went out. But the side was what was concerned. We burn trash once a week here, so this thing's getting dumped once a week. See, normally snuff someone's barrel out. Okay, Tina. All right, last 2 bags. I think I'm like 5 minutes into this thing. I know there's going to be some naysayers about, you should recycle your plastics, you should put cardboard in the garden, use alternative methods, don't burn it. I've got a video on cardboard in the garden. I'll put it up top. It's not as healthy as you think it is. Besides, I feel a lot better about taking these plastics, getting rid of them, instead of them sitting in a landfill for the next 20,000 years. At least I'll let the trees and Mother Earth clean the air that these plastics produce. See, she wants the vortex, but I think that those little directional louvers going the opposite way, just a couple of them, keeps that thing nice and down. This is one chore I don't mind doing on a cold day. It just warms my heart. You don't necessarily need like a breeze to get this thing going. It will create its own draft as it burns. That fire, it's consuming oxygen and it wants more, so it's going to bring in air and just twirl that stuff around. But when there's a breeze, you get stuff like this, and it's a little bit more efficient. See how you got good airflow on the bottom there? I think that's going to be the key of getting a good burn. Can't see down in there, that pile is just nice and stacked in there, but with those bottom louvers open, she's gonna work herself from the bottom up. I'm not gonna waste your guys' time chit-chatting about this barrel. We're just gonna let this thing burn down, and then we'll check back on it, and I'll show you guys what the end result is. Well, it's been about 20 minutes. You're gonna have to trust me on that because I didn't show you a clock or a timer or anything, but so far we've burnt everything down to probably about this level here. It's gonna sit there and continue to vortex and burn everything down to the bottom until you just got nothing but clean ash. Clean. Let's get a close look inside there because she's kind of calmed down now. Yeah, she'll sit here and do this, that little vortex. She'll just burn everything inside there nice and calmly. I hope this was a good follow-up video for those in the comment section. Last time I made one of these, and now explain some of my improvements, and then telling you how long this lasts. I don't know if I'll make another video. You guys let me know in the comments, and seeing how long this lasts. Shut up! Or whether or not you guys want to know how my modifications worked. I'm not going to sit here and be a channel that makes burn barrel videos and updates, but hey, if you guys want me to continue making this content, showing you these little practical things, you let me know, because we're all about being practical here. So thanks for watching. See you in the next video, and yeah, like I said, keep it practical.